evening, everybody, and we welcome you ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we're just about ready for action. Arturo Gatti's making his way down to the ring, and he does so with a confidence where he knows he put all the hard work in, and he's ready to explode inside those ropes. Julio Cesar Chavez's entrance here. What a ring walk. Just brimming with confidence, ready for the task at hand.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Arturo. And his opponents, fighting out of the blue corner, Julio Cesar Chavez.
All right, fellas, let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up and let's go.
Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. We expect a high work rate among these two fighters. Now, do you want to see that same work rate throughout the whole fight? Or is that your expectation?
I'd love to, because we'd be having a good time, and our fans, they're going to enjoy it.
Arturo Gatti blocks that punch. Arturo Gatti's cut is right near his eye. That's the last place his corner's going to want to see any damage. Very clever move there. Little defense turns to offense. The counter punch by Chavez. And a good counter by Gatti. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Arturo Gatti. Halfway through this round here. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Chavez able to get rid of that punch from his opponent. You know, we only show up when it's time to watch them do their thing for the fight, but they're really working at it day in and day out just to make weight. What's so tough about making weight in boxing?
Well, it can weigh you down. I mean, it takes discipline. And all of a sudden, it allows you a trail of excuses, because now you can start to say, well, gee, you know, I didn't do this. You know, it's the drudgery of it, and it's the consistency of it. When you have to stay at a weight and you have to watch that weight, you have to balance it where you're also going to be able to have a physicality when you get in the ring. You don't want to be weak, so you want to get that right balance where you're disciplined, you get the weight down, but you don't lose that physical edge.
Well-targeted counter punch by Chavez. It's as if they couldn't wait for the opening bell. Going at it right from the start, and we're still in the first round. Good stuff.
So it's like watching the...
Oh! He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments.
Come on now, work it out.
Chavez is making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. We come to the end of this round. Teddy, a round in which maybe a lot of trainers don't like to see, because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box, who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him. Not with a lot of TNT in his gloves, but coming forward where my guy is well suited. He can pick him off a little bit.
Nice, nice. You're in control, all right? Got that? You are in control, so take your time.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Guard your head.
Able to get rid of that one. Chavez has got some swelling that's now starting to show. He comes back with the left hand again. And a good counter by Julio Cesar Chavez. Teddy, everybody has the imprint of where they came from. In the case of Julio Cesar Chavez, the son of a railroad worker, and he grew up in an abandoned railroad car among 9 siblings.
Yeah, and that's going to serve him in his pro career because he didn't have much of an amateur background, so facing things, difficult things, making choices will help him become a fighter.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round, Chavez's cut man is going to need to be all over this side. The swelling seems to be getting worse.
Well, it's kind of like being a gardener. You have to start getting in there before the weeds come up. You can't wait until the weeds are all over the place and then pull them up. You're going to destroy those beautiful rose bushes. Well, it's the same thing here. You got to get to this eye before the swelling's there. You got to put that end swell, that cold piece of metal, onto that place early on.
Arturo Gatti's swelling will not be what his corner wants to see. Gatti counters back. Good way to protect the midsection. And a sharp counter punch by Chavez. Ten seconds remaining in this round. Teddy, little Chavez trivia. He holds the record for the most successful defense of a world title with 27 and the most world title fights with 37. Anything dealing with longevity is going to fall into a category that he's going to dominate.
Yeah, again, his strengths were not in one category where you say, you know, he's just scintillating in speed or scintillating even in power. But there were so many things he did well. He had a great chin. He was a good body puncher. He was very, very reliable.
You know you got this.
And round number 3 is underway. Well off the mark by Chavez. Well put together combination by Gatti. Arturo Gatti's now at a point in this fight where his defense is going to become crucial. He has to protect that eye. The swollen eye is getting worse.
Yeah, he does. He has to be cognizant of everything. He needs anything out there that he can use for an advantage right now. He's got to position himself where his opponent can't get into the place where he can throw punches towards that bad eye, towards that blind spot where he has no vision. He's got to keep the fight where that good eye is always able to pick up those punches. He's got to position himself in a perfect way now.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Double jab right to the face. Good job staying away from the danger there. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Chavez's eye is nearly swollen shut here, Teddy. This thing gets much worse. He's not going to be able to defend himself properly.
No, it is up to his opponent and his opponent's corner to throw the punches that can take advantage of that. The right hands.
We could see a stoppage here. Blocks away that headshot. Accurate counter punch by Chavez. Well, maybe one of the most impressive characteristics and traits in all of boxing. We're seeing it on display here. He has an iron chin. I like the way that jab is doubled up by Chavez. And this round comes to an end. It is a round that was highly entertaining. These guys really put forth quite an effort.
Well, they both have high engines. They have motors that never stop going.
All right. That's what we're gonna cut. Now, relax. You're doing great. Keep the pressure on him. Keep it on him. No need to get excited. You're doing fine.
Here we go with the fourth round. Arturo Gatti's got to find a way to protect that eye. The cut has worsened. And if it gets any worse, you got to think this fight is coming to an end immediately.
Well, what's going to matter is when the doctor finally gets caught up and looks at it is, Joe, not how bad the cut looks or even how graphic it is to the fans out there, but where it's at. The doctor will look to see whether or not it's the kind of cut that if it gets worse, it could actually be physically damaging to his career.
A headshot blocked. Teddy, back in 1993 when he fought Greg Haugen, he came into that fight with an 82-fight unbeaten streak. But Haugen wasn't giving him any respect. He said that streak is made up of Tijuana taxi drivers that my mother could have knocked out.
Yeah, he didn't give him respect until after the fight, but the truth is that Chavez did have a lot of soft touches early on because he didn't have a big amateur career.
Nice block by Gatti. Halfway through this round. Chavez's cheek is cut. You can see it's opening up now. Boy, that could be a factor later on.
Use the jab.
Takes one, gives one. The right. Oh! He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor.
All right, come on now. Come on. Work it out. Work it out. See some punches here. A nice block by Chavez.
Chavez is making for a very inviting target right now. You can see the blood around that eye. The cut is obviously worse than it was just moments ago. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Final 10 seconds. Arturo Gatti is now fighting two opponents. The man opposite him and his eye swelling.
Yeah, but you can't panic, Joe. This is boxing. You know, this is not the opera. These things happen, and champions win under these conditions. So right now, believe it or not, strategy. You got to stay calm, and you got to start thinking, okay, it's this eye that's swollen. I'm going to keep the fight on the side of the ring where I can see with my good eye. You got to really think that clearly in these kind of conditions.
Hit with jab. When he throws the jab, hit it. I want to set straight right. Throw the jab, then straight down the middle. That jab.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Now that's some fine work right there by Gatti. Arturo Gatti's trainer's telling him, hey, just stick with what you've been doing. Yeah, but what he was doing caused him to get rocked earlier.
Yeah, sometimes you have to make an adjustment. Now, they don't feel it's time yet, but that time's coming. It's coming quick.
Teddy, is this becoming a mental thing with him? I mean, he's not firing off the big power punches. I got to wonder why.
You know, that's a good question. Sometimes a guy is making a solid agreement in his mind that maybe if I don't hit him hard, he won't hit me hard back. He's not confident enough now to throw the punches without worrying about what will come back at him.
A sound combination by Gatti. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Arturo Gatti. What a nice combo by Gatti. Able to cover up that gut. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Julio Chavez. This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
Joe, you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
He gets off with a combination up top. Able to show you his blocking ability. Gatti counters back. I don't know how they are keeping this up. They are setting such a scorching pace of action in this fight. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Oh, this is going to be close. He may be able to survive the round, but he has gone down now. He went down from a big shot, and he catches a lucky break. Saved by the bell here at the end of the round, Teddy.
Yeah, right away you're thinking, you know, where do I spend my time right now? You want to tell him things that can help him, but he is really groggy right now, so you got to get him clear-minded first.
And we're gonna cut it? No. Because don't worry about it. Let's get on that swelling. I'll press on that.
So here we are, all wondering, can he survive the start of this round after the way we saw him go down in that last round?
Well, it's up to his opponent. Now, his opponent gets a little careless and he rushes in a little bit too close. He can get a chance to grab those hands and tie him up. And then he can kill a little of the clock, survive.
Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Chavez is doing very nicely on the outside here in this fight. Chavez has got a real acquired skill here, and that is the ability to pick your shots and land them.
Joe, you hear the saying when people say, do you know what time it is? You have to know what time it is. He knows what time it is. He knows when to throw a certain punch.
How about that? Another right hand. Arturo Gatti's got no head movement whatsoever. I mean, this is a very easy target to hit here.
No, if it wasn't for his opponent snapping his head back with his jab, there'd be no head movement at all. But that's not the kind of head movement that you're talking about. He should be doing it on his own, getting away from the punches. But, Joe, if you haven't been taught it, it's not going to show up suddenly the night of the fight.
Hit it out, hit it out.
Some fine work right there by Gatti. Arturo Gatti's basically doing exactly what we've always seen out of him, and that's after he's been knocked down and affected in this fight.
Yeah, you know, there comes a time you have to make adjustments. That time has come for him.
What a fight. What a great non-stop action fight this has been. And a sharp counterpunch by Julio Cesar Chavez. That's a good block by Chavez. End of the round here, a round that saw a lot of action. The kind of round that fans pay to be here to see.
Well, these are TV-friendly fighters, and we figured that coming in.
Don't fight his fight. Jab and move. Jab and move. He keep moving. Keep your hands moving, and you'll beat him.
6 rounds in the books, 6 to go. Good job by drawing in his opponent and then landing the counterpunch by Chavez. Chavez is putting together punch stats tonight that fall right in line with what his strategy is. Outside fighter, throwing lots of jabs, landing lots of jabs.
Well, what it is the jab is the table setter. And the jab tonight has set up the table where he's been able to eat whenever he's wanted.
Excellent counterpunch by Gatti. Well, we told you it could be this kind of fight, and as advertised thus far. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Chavez is staying away from trouble. He's out there on the outside. but gives one. Good work by Julio Cesar Chavez. A well-placed left hand by Chavez. Nice block by Gatti. 1 minute to go in a round that feels like an all-time classic. Punch for punch, they're meeting each other. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Julio Cesar Chavez. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. A destructive right hand by Julio Cesar Chavez. We come to the end of this round. Teddy, a round in which maybe a lot of trainers don't like to see because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box, who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him. Not with a lot of TNT in his gloves, but coming forward where my guy is well suited. He can pick him off a little bit.
It's nothing. A small cut, nothing to worry about.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Julio Cesar Chavez. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Chavez has got to be really careful there, Teddy. I mean, he's leaving himself wide open.
And what's going to happen next? See, he's leaving himself open. He hasn't paid for anything yet, but that will be coming before you know it.
A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Chavez. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
In the opening 2 minutes, a minute to go in this round. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Combination to the head. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Arturo Gatti. What a good war this has been. What a good, solid fight it's been. The kind of fight that tells me somebody wants to get rid of the other guy.
It almost looks like they made a deal where neither one could win by decision, where if they didn't win by knockout, it doesn't count.
All right. Let's work on that cut. It's not. Cut's nothing. Don't worry about it. Listen, I'm not going to stand here and watch you take those shots.
Another round. Will it go in another one-way direction? It's been a one-sided fight so far tonight. Good blocks by Gatti. Way to block there. Arturo Gatti blocks that punch. Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. Able to get rid of that one. Nice block by Gatti. Gatti blocks that punch away. Nice counter by Gatti. I think it has come to that point. He's behind on the cards. He's just got to be. Going to take a knockout to win this?
Yeah, I think so, and it's going to take a certain kind of attitude or strategy, a change in strategy. You go into the fights, you don't look for a knockout. You're looking to use your jab, you're looking to set up punches, you're looking to go rounds. Right now, he's got to find a way to get a knockout. Look for one punch. One big punch right now.
60 seconds to go in what has been a toe-to-toe war. Oh, what a great round. Gatti counters back. He's sending more than one at him now. The combo. Oh, that's gotta hurt. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments.
Keep busy.
Oh, he's in bad shape here. He's stunned and he's wobbly.
The only thing he has going for him is he's not a fighter that uses his legs anyway, and you can't use him right now. He's a guy that likes to move his head. He's got to start doing that. Try to cement those feet down the best he can and get some head movement.
So we come to the end of the round, and clearly a confidence booster for this man. He got to his opponent. He was able to stun him. Teddy, when a fighter comes back after doing what he just did, do you see them almost light up, like get a little boost of energy because of that?
Yeah, it does build your confidence a little bit. You know, it makes you feel more secure. I can control this man. I had my way.
Don't worry about it. We'll take care of the cut. It's not a small cut, nothing to worry about. You just focus on the fight. We'll take care of this well. You know.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Gatti. The ref is stopping this fight. Julio Cesar Chavez has got himself a stoppage win. Technical knockout, says the ref.
TKO. Your winner, Julio Cesar.
Julio Cesar Chavez is your winner by TKO.
You know, Joe, I like a night where you see a guy tested a little bit. We saw him tested, and he passed that test.